our third meetup, and it's been phenomenal to meet all of you and play with all these great devices. So thanks so much for coming. We've got a lot of great stuff for you today. Patchworks, we're up at the front here. If you want to buy any stuff, we've got a lot of stuff, and everything's 10% off today. Also, we're raffling off 2 Teenage Engineering pocket operators and a Korg Electride. So raffle tickets are $1. You can buy as many as you want. And we're going to be raffling everything off at 5:30. You need to be here to win. All right, so right now we've got a demo from Mofenzee Modular. Ross is over here to explain everything for you.
Hi, Ross! Hi, everybody!
So, do you want to use the mic?
Yeah, I would love to.
All right. So while we're doing the demos, please use your headphones. Keep the noise down so people can hear. Last time we had it was kind of difficult sometimes to hear. So with that, I will hand it off to Ross. Thank you.
Woo. Hey, how's it going, man? I'd like to thank Tom, everybody from Patchworks. This is super rad. This is actually my first synth meet ever and sort of general foray into the world of manufacturing. I've been hiding in the wings on Facebook for like 3.5, 4 years now, noodling with synths in the South, and now I moved up to Portland and now I'm making stuff. So it's cool to be here and it's cool to see such an awesome community. I'm going to shut up now and show you my module. So, our first module is the GMO. It's a digital platform that's based on the Arduino and Teensy 3.2 microcontroller. It's open source, so we're encouraging people to get in there and hack with the code and do fun stuff. It's based on the Mofenzee synthesis library, which is also open source. So it's super easy to use if you have no programming experience. Similar to like Pure Data or MaxMSP, although it's text-based, there's oscillator objects and envelope objects. So if you have an idea for a drum module and you want a platform to do it on, this might be a good, a good shot at it without having to do your own circuit. So, without further ado, I'll show you some sounds. So the GMO is a 12-bit 16K PCM-based sample player. So it's similar to like how old drum machines from the 80s work, but now we have CV control over it and it's in Eurorack. So, you guys can all hear that yet? So the top knob here is the specimen knob, which chooses what sample you're listening to. We can toggle through here. Right now we're listening to the Kawai K50 sound bank. With all these old drum machine kind of sounds. We've got a pitch control on it, which actually controls the clock speed of the microcontroller. So as you change the pitch, you're also changing the sample rate. So it gets really disgusting once you turn it way down. We've got separate control over start time and end time for the sample. So you can get these really, really short blips. And then you can hot swap to all these different samples without any loading or anything, so you can just toggle through them like that. There's a switch on board that toggles looping of the audio file on and off. If you wanted to do like really gnarly, Audica or Richard Devine kind of sounds, you can do those. And then that looping switch also has a clock input, so you can treat it as sort of a roll feature. So we're going to use this clock here. So yeah, once you do that, the tail knob basically becomes the roll time. Yeah, so this module has bipolar CV control over all the parameters. So I'm going to show you sequencing through the different samples with the sequence 8 here. This is sort of how I use it in my practice. I'm a techno bum, also perform a lot, so this is sort of my go-to sound. When you plug in CV, all the knobs become offsets of the CV source, so you can sort of treat them as like, I like to think of them as like a fill knob, like when you're talking through the samples. Yeah, so that's basically what that sounds like. So that's our flagship, it's the GMO, and Online you can flash different sound banks to it. We have like 35 available right now. And if you're interested in coding and hacking, get under it, there's a GitHub that shows you how to get your own samples in there too. So it's a bit of a process, but it's worth the learning curve and it's lots of fun. Our second firmware that we're going to be showing off is the Mongrel, which is our like weird additive space drum kind of voice. And basically it's 2 oscillators with ring modulation and exponential decay. It can be used for like low-pitched tom sounds or sort of high-pitched cowbells. The snarl switch toggles from sine wave shape to square wave shape. And again, just like the GMO, because it is the same platform, it also has bipolar CV control over all the parameters. And finally, the last one I'm going to be showing you is the Bobcat firmware, which is basically a 2-channel digital decaying noise drum. It's sort of treated like the hi-hat in the drum family. So this one has just exponential decay and then pitch. And then a switch that toggles from white noise to brown noise. So here's all 3 together. Straightforward, you guys seem to get it. If you're interested in, have any questions, you can feel free to come up to me and, I'm a friendly guy, I want to talk to you about it. We've got some user manuals out here, some free stickers, some free business cards. And of course, we're also selling the GMO at a 10% discount today. So if anybody's interested in purchasing one, let me know. Also, I'm looking for an IntelliGel micro VCA, so if anybody wants to trade the GMO for one of those, come find me. So yeah, cool. That's about it. Yeah, thanks for your time.
All right, thanks everybody. Next up, we've got Kiwi at 2:30.
Oh, okay.